Oh,
Then vacillating between polar opposites. I want a singular purpose, a singular drive, a singular state of being. I want peace, peace of mind, peace of self. I want to be less of a willing accomplice to these whims of nature. Gold, black, silver, green, blue, white, copper, brass. It is not an easy thing to ride emotions when they go all over the place all the time. Stability. Yeah. I think that is its own reward.
I hope you're ready for what comes next. Whatever's
We one way to find out.
at the
But what
bottom
about
of
you,
the-
Rohan? Do you think this quest, this fight against the Unibaba, will bring you peace?
I'll think about it when we're not surrounded by undead dragons and get back
Yeah.
to you.
That is a fair point. Let's go see what Varek is up to.
It is wise to be aware of one's environment, especially in the midst of an enemy.
Any pings of magic around here? With the detect magic up?
Let's see. I pasted something. I don't know what I just pasted. I pasted something. Let's see. Before you ask, the door on the far side of the room where Abby was at is not magic, so no worries there.
I'll mention that to her, just so she is aware.
Thank you very much. No, it's not the magic I'm particularly concerned about. It's more of the lack of a keyhole or any way to open it. In terms of other magical things, there's a bunch of magic up where Varric's at. And while it's not active or even innate magic, you do see what you might call the remnants, the dregs of magic that are in these lines, these I'm gonna call them magic wires, for lack of better terms. These magical wires, and you do see that there is embedded off to the side an active object here, and you do see a glow or a series of active objects here and a glow over here. Back the way you came. I don't think detect magic goes out that far, but I'm gonna give it to you anyways.
I'm
To be
gonna
fair,
do a
he
little
probably has
roam
10 minutes
here,
to walk
just check it out.
around.
Yeah. The glow over here, is it upstairs or downstairs?
It's back down.
I'll look down and I'll call over to Sir Grayson and the two tired people over there in the corner, blackers.
Hey!
Literally exhausted, but okay.
Hey, you're two over there, these slackers in the corner. There be something magic down on the floor.
Oh god, the Oxman.
Can I crawl over? I think I'm going to just crawl.
Bros just stands up and heads on over.
Right there,
Oh.
point.
I will say you two
Just
do lose.
Slowly gets up.
Or you do lose dark vision because Sir Grace can only have one of
Okay.
them active at a time.
Okay, that's fine. I'm tired and blind. Let's go.
Oh, I'll bring it over. Just stay near the glowing elk.
Alright.
Yeah, that's the thing. You
Okay,
guys have
then.
been fighting in the dark this whole time, as far as I know. Like no one's lit up anything.
True. Should we fix that? Maybe we should fix that at some point. Maybe not right now.
Yeah.
Or just
would bring
attach
I
it-
it.
guess Abigail has bright light set on her token, so I'm assuming she has a light cantrip on her.
Yeah.
Other than that,
okay.
yeah, I think you guys are in the dark.
Or just
A
tie like
hammer
a
lit up
torch
on a
to your
plate.
arm or something.
Yeah,
I'll do that.
your hammer's a light.
I'll take out the torch. Just cradle it in my arms.
Perfect. We're going for
Torch
Bibby.
is 20 feet. Do you guys remember 20 or 30?
I want to say 20. I want to say 20
Okay,
and
right.
then lower like
Hang on.
another 20.
Yeah. Let me check.
Something
But
like that.
Yep. 20
say torch 20 and 20. Yep, same as the light cantrip.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's
Alright,
the point. Is that, like, if you don't have torches, then you have the light cantrip alternative.
There you go. So now Ori should be exuding bright light. So meaning those of you that don't even have dark vision out to a distance of Ori should still be able to see her because light. So Rose, what's your passive perception?
15.
All right, give a +5 because you're technically advantageous because someone's pointing out stuff to you. As you begin going over here, you see a little station, sort of tucked away and off to side. Like, I'd say a cubicle, but it doesn't have, like, you know, the walls of a cubicle, you know, that, like, enclosed space of a cubicle. But, like the desk and such, the station of a cubicle. And there's nothing here, like, there's this fucking, like, L-shaped desk, I guess, that's sort of built into the wall. But with a 20, you do a once-over. It's like, okay, you know, gotta double-check. Because obviously Ray's has seen something. What's he seeing?
He's not
And
crazy.
Ray's, you're helping Rose, but it's like, because the object that you're seeing is even if you look down past the railing over the edge, it's not in direct line of sight of you, but you just see its glow. It's something underneath the table. The desk, whatever you want to call it. And you direct Rose as such. And Rose, you crouch down, now, you know, doing a triple check of the place, and you see a crystal that is in the wall. And you get why you missed it the first time. It is dull and lusterless. And honestly, is as dull and gray as the wall behind it. And which isn't helped, by the way, with the fact that dark vision is a monochrome sight thing. So yeah, it's like, oh. It's a jagged, rough-looking crystal, as opposed to Helgix, which is this, you know, more polished, clean-looking one. Well, for one facet of him. The other facet's pretty jagged, but you got women.
Ori, I've changed my mind. I don't know if I can get out of the wall. You should come over here. I was gonna bring it over for
What kind of a
convenience,
school
but-
of magic do I pick up from it? If any.
I need to double check this. Where is that? There it is. Here's this book, this lovely little book. Nope.
Let's detect evil and good on the rock.
Nope. Where is it? Oh, there it is. So it says page 47. I think I have an idea, but I don't want to give the wrong answer, so I'm double checking. Really? Okay, no, I'm changing that then. Divination magic. Okay, I get why. Divination.
Divination. I'll mention that.
It's not a spell, though.
Ray's be picking up some traces of divination magic on that thing.
Do you think it's
Do not
connected
like
to
the
the
spell.
Oh, wait, actually, wait.
Do you think it's connected to the
There's
scrying orb that I dispelled earlier?
Wait.
It's just
Actually, it might be something
weird.
different. Hold on.
Woo.
I just realized there's another thing I could go look at for precedent.
Kick it in reverse.
Illusion. My bad.
Oh, never mind.
I'll say
Ray's
you
getting
get
mixed up.
both. We'll say you get both. It's clearly something that could do both. It could
Call me,
detect
call me.
and broadcast, which I guess is, you know what I mean. So it's both.
Yeah, I add that onto the description I give to.
Perhaps it's something that helps display an image that was seen.
Maybe.
Something like Darren's mirror.
I was thinking like Acer's coin. Maybe it's something to spy on people.
Listening device.
Yeah. Makes sense. I mean, there was a sensor that could detect things, so maybe there's like a backup one. Could she try and
Oh,
get? Could you try and get it out of the
There's a
wall,
sense.
or is it stuck?
if
There's
there's
only
a
one way to
sense,
find out.
If there's a sensor,
someone's
what?
probably looking.
Tap, tap.
So, roll me athletics roll. Do you have a crowbar?
I don't.
I believe I do, though, if you want it.
You two can help one another with tools,
Yay!
if you wish.
Teamwork.
I'm just going to double check quickly.
Great, I know at least one of you has a crowbar.
Yeah.
I know because I know this could use it to get Helgix out of the wall.
Horace
True.
has a
Okay, yeah,
crowbar,
okay, yeah. It will be
but
me
Grace
then.
does
It will be
not.
me. Yeah.
Hello?
Take my crowbar.
Aha.
I'm too exhausted. Both of us in unison. Or something, I don't know. Two exhausted people like trying to pull this fucking
I
thing.
mean, here's the thing. Look at the
The
spirit
elk
of
is
endurance.
around.
It gives you advantage on strength-based checks, anyways.
Oh, yay, okay. So that puts it back to
So
normal.
I'll make the
wouldn't it?
DC. I'll just say the DC is lower for crowbar,
Okay.
and you get
Okay.
advantage anyways. So make me an athletics check
Do, 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 do.
with advantage.
Well, let's see if I get a 20.
Oh.
Okay, well. Oh, wait, no, I have disadvantage because exhaustion, so it'd just be straight, wouldn't it?
You're right. There you go then. Well,
Okay.
teamwork, dreamwork, Pixar. It's a bit of an awkward thing to get down here. This desk space is pretty low.
Hmm.
Like, it's not at your waist. It's lower than that. Like, I don't know, just above your knee.
This is a desk
Pretty
designed
low.
for ants?
You had to crouch down, had to sort of, like, not even squat, like, literally go prone, which gives you an even more awkward angle to try to pry this crystal out. But you managed to do it, nonetheless. After having to find a focal point on using one of the quote-unquote walls, the legs of the desk. It is a jagged-looking crystal.
Oh, sweet. Thanks, sorry. Why is this desk so weird?
You almost forgot her name, didn't you?
No, it was.
I appreciate
it.
it.
was Rose not trying to say friend.
It
Or fun or
is
something like
rough
that.
cut. It is dusty. It is a crystal though. It looks a bit like in terms of coloration, like quartz.
Rose, does this crystal talk as well?
You can try and talk to the crystal.
Hello,
I'm
crystal.
not gonna talk to it. Why are you talking? Not even crystal talks, by the way.
Sorry.
Oh,
Did
This is
not
not
receive a
gonna
response. That's what
he does not talk.
Oh, shame. By the way, not even crystal talks. In fact, most of them don't. The fact that Helgix does is odd.
I did find it odd as well. I didn't know if that was like a normal thing here in the Feywilds, though, so, you know.
I mean,
I thought I should check.
maybe. I don't know. This is probably more Varric's line of work. Maybe.
Speak of Varric, Raze, you go over towards where Varric is?
Yes.
You see, I wouldn't call it a shrine because I give some sort of religious connotation to it, which this doesn't give you necessarily that feel. I guess you could interpret it, but that's up to you. It is the entire space itself is sort of like a trapezoid structure. So there's like a pedestal that goes up a base, and then there are 3 shelves, 3 walls, I guess you call them, which house different objects of different sizes and absolutely different makes. Sort of like a triptych, if you know what that is.
I do not.
That's what a triptych is. They're pretty common in Central Germany, France. I think
yes,
there was
these things. Yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah, like those like folding, like triptych things. Yeah. They sort of show up in the newest God of War, although I wouldn't call those triptychs because I think triptychs normally have a Catholic or Christian sense. But you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like this sort of cupboard, shelf, thing, and it is filled with a bunch of stuff. Let's see. Let me just look at the
Whoa.
list.
There be a lot of things here.
So I would say I want to say 100% of them trigger all of your draconic senses of acquire, treasure, loot. Let's see.
Oh my
allow
god,
me
I
to
can see this. There's like this greedy luster, like little like backlights in those tech, like on like a phone. Greed just yummy.
He holds up his hand. He's like squatted down, like crouched down, right, like Slav squat or Asian squat. I don't know. Depends on how you want to see it. He's like squatted down, and he's just sort of apparating this glassy shard, sort of like a shard of ends, in his hand. Well, and he just holds up his other hand, like indicating for you to wait. And then he just sort of flicks it, not throws it, not hurls it with any particular force, just sort of like underhand casts it, and you guys all hear it, ping! And then just the glass shard, quote unquote glass shard, disintegrates and goes away. Well, it's not trapped for small objects, at least. Very
You traces of magic here.
The pedestal itself, no. The objects, some of them, are quite prominently magic. And there is a crystal similar to the polished, clean-cut face of Helgix, which is built into the pedestal, like atop it. So like the desktop, I guess you would call it.
Ah. Hmm. Helgix, that right there, that be a friend of yours?
That is an entry prism, currently unpowered. It does not hold any form of intelligence, merely a record.
And you could access this record?
In its current state, no. It would require some form of energy.
Oh. Hmm.
We were in the Hallmark lab. The hell is that, man? This was the abstract lab space. Abstract in the sense of synopsis, short definition. So this is where all the end results end up. Incorrect. Huh? This is where all head researchers would have reported in and brought any relevant findings or specimens. Not necessarily end results. Varric is eyeing the very fancy looking stuff, which allow me to finally describe that. You see 10 things in total. One of which I have a little handout for you. You see a massive red opal. Huge.
Want?
And those old ones,
I
even.
would say even like a guy who's not versed in modern, I shouldn't say modern, contemporary currency and its value, but from what you've versed thus, or what you've gleaned thus far in your time in Driftweaver's Bay and so on, and other previous interactions with other towns, villages, societies, and tribes and so on, that thing's worth 5 digits. It's worth a lot of gold.
What gemstone was it again? It was...
Massive red opal.
Opal. That was it.
Okay. My brain said amber. I was like, no. Big fuck off.
Varric does point out this thing was glowing. Like, it grew brighter in the fight earlier. When Ruhan activated his hammer. There is a medallion. And I say medallion, it's not a medallion meant for medium-sized creatures, we'll say. Like creatures of your calibers. So it's pretty big. So like the medallion core, the amulet itself is probably like a large dinner plate. It is... The link itself is just really... I wouldn't call them jagged, but crude make golden links. I say crude. They're crude in the same way Nordic art is crude. That doesn't mean they're not masterfully made, it just means that the art style is different and fitting for technological capacity. They are just simple golden make, but the medallion itself is basically a golden disc which has sapphires built around the edges of it. And some of the golden links also are embedded with sapphire as well. There is a large, well, I say large, I guess not too large, as big as your upper torso, I guess decently large for what it is, jade sculpture of a sort of like a serpentine long dragon, like the Asian style dragon. There is a decently large gold coin. Decently large in the sense of like it's like the size of your palm. So well larger than any coin you would use for provincial currency or elven currency or dwarven currency especially. So on. Which is very weathered. Like very... You know how like old wood will get like pores in it? That like sort of crop up through time? It has that. Like that sort of like eroded quality to it. There is something that is on it. You can't read at this distance though, but it does have something on it. Okay, I know the answer for 3 of you, but I'm wondering for Kirsty. Have I ever described dragon's blood, like the drink, the alcoholic beverage?
I think so.
Okay.
Maybe it rings a bell.
So dragon's blood as the drink comes in a very particular bottle. It is a sort of like a crystal orb which has cracks in it, upon which there is a dragon's claw grabbing it or clutching, cracking it, and then the quote unquote neck, the spout of the bottle itself is like the lower arm of the dragon. This diamond is of a I wouldn't say perfectly circular, because imagine cutting a diamond into an orb can be made. It's sort of like a dodecahedron, I guess. Maybe less faces than that, like a D20. Cuts, so it's really, really ostentatious. It's not terribly massive, unfortunately, though. It's about the size of, like, I don't know, not even a computer screen. Sort of like the size of a grapefruit, or like a melon. Not a watermelon, like a normal one. And it has a frozen humanoid hand stabbed into it. Like, there is, like, a thing going, fucking crucifying this broken off, frozen humanoid hand, stabbing through the hand into this diamond. Sort of ruins the diamond's quality, not gonna lie, but it's a nice interpretation. And it really is reminiscent of dragon's blood. In this sort of brutal imitation of it. So, okay. There is an ivory horn. An ivory horn with gilded inlays to it, which sort of depict a, you know how in, like, Viking ships they have, like, the figurehead, which is this sort of draconic shape? Sometimes it's serpentine, sometimes it's draconic, and so on.
Yes.
Like, that's sort of like, yeah. This ivory horn has that sort of depiction gilded with, like, gilded inlay sort of etching across the... What's that called? The end of the horn, the part, the side of the horn where the sound comes out, not the part you blow on. The other side, I don't know what that's called. There is
the horn go brrr noise.
Yeah, exactly like that, Fred. Exactly. There is a helmet.
Oh yeah.
Sort of equivalent to at a game, sort of like not a Spartan helmet, but like a Centurion helmet. Well, I guess Centurions are left or right? So back and forth, whatever that one is. Legged helmet. Or is it Centurion? I don't remember. The helmet, which has the thing that goes...
Yeah.
Centurion? Okay, thank you.
The
helmet that has like the...
command.
Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, so like a Centurion's helmet. But it's not... that little brush at the top is not made of horsehair or anything like that, but rather it is comprised of like tendrils, strands. I guess... You know like how like a catfish looks? Like the whiskers of a catfish? Sort of like that. Like a series of those. Instead of like horsehair and stuff like that.
Well, it's kind of like a long dragon's whiskers.
Yeah. There is a finely made necklace comprised of assorted like gems. Not clean cut ones either, mind you. Like some of them still have like some of the... not the slag, that's what happens when you melt it down, but like that spare part of it, the part of the stone which is the gem is stuck in. Yeah, it has that. It's, again, similar to before. It's masterfully crafted for its art style. And these gems that it is comprised of, so it doesn't have like links that hold on to like a bigger medallion or amulet or anything. The entire necklace itself is comprised of gem beads, essentially. And then there is a simple string that sort of ropes between all of them. That one is of humanoid stature and size compared to the other one. There is a ceramic urn depicting something on it. It's hard to determine what. The urn is a bit bigger than most urns you come across in terms of height, but it's not like massive. It's not like the size of like a wine barrel keg thing that you see at the bottom of some Italian villa.
Mm.
It has something depicted on it. Something with a group of people, or rather a duality or dichotomy of people. One way bigger than the other. And then the last one is a portrait. And I actually have a picture for this portrait. Feel free to look in your handout section.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Huh, wonder who that is.
That's crazy.
Oh,
That's wild.
nice. Very nice.
Here, I'll help chronicle this for you guys while you guys discuss. So we have red opal. I don't know why I'm putting 1x on it, as if there's going to be multiples of these. Red opal.
Just find like 20 of these things, we're set for goddamn life.
A dragon. Ivory. Horn. I'm going to be really reductive with the portrait. I'll call it golden portrait. No. We'll go. I'll go with what I put there. Mythical portrait. Let's see what else. Helm. Weathered coin.
That's a pretty cool portrait, not gonna lie, guys. That's pretty neat looking.
Pretty cash money.
Seems.
Let's see.
For reference, that was art of O's, one of O's past characters.
Large urn.
Or at least the art was used. It could be someone else. I don't know why it would be someone else, but it could be someone. Actually,
Sapphire.
that brings up questions because this place is fucking old, and Marshall was like,
Sapphire
"I'll stay."
medallion. Gem necklace. Yeah, I made that. That's 4. So one more. Which one am I missing? Which one am I missing? Let's see.
Did you get the urn?
I have a third.
Big fuck
Oh,
off.
Medallion.
Medallion. Yeah, because it's a necklace and a medallion. They're two different things.
There you go. Red opal, jade dragon, ivory horn, mythical portrait, plumed helm, weathered coin, large urn, sapphire medallion, gem necklace, and hand diamond, which is the name of my jazz band.
Nice.
So those are the things that you see. I would here. I'll even since you have to check magic up, I would say I'll put an asterisk for the. I'll put a bold the things that are magic.
Oh, that's useful. Do I have a blue pen on hand?
Okay, maybe less of these are magic than I remember, but they're all pretty viable. So that's money is its own magic, you know.
You could do some magical things. Oh, really? The red opal's magic?
That's crazy. That's wild.
Oh,
Where's the horn? There's the horn. And then the helmet.
Actually, I should probably put this in the expedition board chat, huh? Because it's like relevant.
Yeah, maybe.
Expedition board.
Oh,
Ew!
let's go.
There you go.
Yay, the power of copy paste.
Yeah, so that's what you see. I should ask also at this point in time, for Rose and Ori, are you guys taking a short rest, or are you guys?
I imagine. So I imagine I'm like arm draped over the elk, just like kind of deal.
Yeah, sure.
As long as you guys don't do anything terribly strenuous, then yeah, you guys can begin the process. The thing is, I think I discussed this before. If you guys want to get rid of exhaustion because of the elk, that's more than just like the 10-minute short rest. That's like an hour
Yeah.
per degree of exhaustion. So like, if you guys want to get rid of exhaustion, you guys gotta stay here for a bit.
Chill. At the very least, I'm just gonna eat the Divine Lunchable to get the effect of a long rest in that case. To at least get current. Yeah.
Can I just sit on the back of the elk then and just like
Big chill.
for an
fly, just
hour?
lazy, just chill.
Certainly.
Just give
This is
the
not the
occasional
first time you've done
comment.
this. It's not the first time where you like. There has been a previous time where you went too hard on showing your stuff to Sir Grayson, like training, and you overdid it, and then you had to get carried back.
I imagine that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. So, yeah, them's be the objects.
Yep.
There is stuff to examine deeper, like deeper details that aren't a part of the whole aesthetic of an object. For, I guess, I would say the urn and the coin.
The coin.
Yeah.
Well said.
I'll just sort of like lean over Varric's shoulder, looking at this eagerly, and be like, "Varric, what is the holdup? I want these things. Can we do it now?"
I want to see if it's trapped. Hold on.
Well, hurry up.
He wants the shiny.
That's you got your priorities straight.
He stands back up, sort of unleaning you from atop his shoulder. Alright, I think it's safe. I don't see any mechanisms, blowholes, or anything like that for stuff to get. Arcane seals. Although if they're on the underside of some sort of tile. He looks down at the sort of... It's not tile that you're standing on, but it is like stone slab. So in technicality, you could put a glyph under there again. As long as we don't have that. But you have detect magic on right now, so...
I do.
We would have spotted it by now. Alright. Have at it. Just be careful of pressure points.
Forward.
He just takes a step aside. Varric takes the dodge action.
Anyone who 100.
What would you like to look at first? Would you like to know more?
I'd like to know more. Yes. I would like to look at the red opal first.
Red opal. Ooh. What is there to say about it? It's big. It's pretty looking. Roll perception. I forget. Do you have Arcana trainer or no?
No.
All right. Okay, then yeah. You roll perception.
I think you'd see this sort of like he almost cradles it like an egg.
It is huge, so it's a cradle like an egg.
Gives like a nervous glance over to the rest of the group, like
bro.
He's going to the dark side. He's going to the dark side.
15. The opal is resplendent. It is again. It's like as big as like your entire torso. Like it's like big. Like it's pretty big. I guess like a dragon egg. I guess I feel like dragon eggs are bigger, but
oh god, it's just a gem dragon.
I don't have the Draconomonica. Yes, that is a book. Dragomonica. Something like that. I don't have it open right now.
For 5e too.
Really? Oh, thank God! That thing is so dated. It's something like 30. But anyways, yeah, it's pretty big. So when you cradle it, it really is like it'd be like cradling Relkert. Goo goo gaga. What a terrible image in your mind. But yeah, it is resplendent. But it does feel a bit lighter than you were expecting. Don't get me wrong, gems of different calibers and types have different densities and weights, but something of this size you just reckon would just be outright heavier. But it's actually not that heavy. Don't get me wrong, it's not like lifting a feather. Like it's not that light. But like it's not like a ton or even like your own body weight or anything like that. It's decently light for its size.
That sounds like.
Also, give me a sec, because I need to close my door and turn on the AC. Give me a sec. Actually, you know what? Perfect. This is a perfect time for it. 5-minute break. Or you guys can just hang around and discuss what you want to go examine. So on.
Nice.
We'll do a 5-minute break.
Let me get some coffee real quick because I can.
Yeah. Rose has the bag of holding, right?
I think
Yes.
so.
Good.
And
Good.
she's big chilling with this elk, so if you want it, come get it.
Be right back.
If I should get another cup of tea.
I'm back.
Hello. I may have mildly jumped out my skin there, but it's fine.
That's sorry.
It's fine. I was like away in a dream. Yes, so we all know how easily I jump scare. So
You should play horror games.
I don't. No way. You can't make me.
Why not? I think they help desensitize you.
Probably, but I don't know. I've played what's it? Phasmophobia.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah,
You
that was only because like my
Phasmophobia?
friends play it though.
Oh my
My
god.
friends do it. It's fun with them. But
Are you a truck main? Do you
of course I am. Of course. Do you expect anything less from me?
I have a buddy that does the same thing. The most he'll do is he'll be the camera guy and he'll put the cameras in the house for the first like minute. He fucks off and away back to the truck for the rest
I
of the
do
game.
that as well. Like the
I'm just
minute,
like
if I,
you.
yeah.
And then like the rest of us getting killed out here, and he's just like, man, imagine not being in the truck.
Yeah. That's 100% me as well. Like as soon as the 5-minute counter's out, I'm gone. I'm out of there.
Yeah, playing professional where there's like albeit low, but there is a chance that the ghost just triggers as soon as you get in the house.
Oh my god, yeah. Because I know, like, 'cause I find out as well, like, that just because of it's like, well, you're still in like the safe part, that doesn't mean they don't show up.
Yeah.
And like, I got one of them.
It just means they don't hunt you.
Yeah, but I didn't know that. And I was just walking around the house doing my own thing, and
then
one of them fucking popped up in my face. And yeah, I shat myself.
Well, I'm happy you can admit it.
And that's the last time she played Phasmophobia.
Oh yeah. I was not a happy bunny. My friends were pissed because I was like screaming down, "Get me down the disco!"